So we recently had Keir Starmer probably give one of the worst speeches I've ever seen my whole life. This guy is a World Economic Forum puppet. Yeah. And he's basically doing their work for them. Because in his speech, he was saying, oh, well, all the problems we have is coming from the far right extremists. And he wouldn't dare call out any of the Islamists or any of the people like protesting in Leeds and burning buses and the stabbings in Southport. He doesn't call any of that out. He literally blamed all the problems we have on the far right extremists, right? And now what he's going to do is that he's going to use this as an excuse to roll in recognition, which will obviously, because we have this in China, yeah, they have this technology in China in which they have a social credit system and they have AI cameras with face recognition system. And whoever breaks the law or goes and peacefully protests, like the one we had last week, and they don't like it, they literally can freeze your assets and they can freeze your bank account. And as you know, we already have a push towards a cashless society. So imagine living in a society where the government can literally seize your assets, seize your money, stop you from having a bank account and access to your money because you went to a protest. And this is happening in China. Like, this is not a joke. The social credit system is already a thing in China. So as I was saying, they're trying to roll out a social credit system and they try to control everything. And they're using these protests as an excuse, okay? Because Keir Starmer is a globalist puppet. So is Sadiq Khan, right? And I just don't understand why these people are trying to go after the far right and make out as if we don't have a Islamic extremist problem in this country. Because we do. You know, they're either too weak or too pathetic or too corrupt. And maybe this is all part of a globalist agenda to take us down. You know, the great replacement theory. And it's kind of true. And as I said, I come from Iran, right? I'm a quarter Pakistani and a quarter Turkish. And I was at the protest last week. I'm not a far right extremist. And I'm not white. And I'm not a neo-Nazi. But they're going to try to stop us from protesting peacefully and patriotically. And they're going to label us. And they're going to use facial recognition cameras to identify us. They're going to introduce a social credit system. They're going to introduce a cashless society. So you will not have access to your money because of your opinion on social media or if you go to a protest. And that is basically a George Orwellian future. We have to resist this as a society. We are not globalist puppets.
Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk and